Hello everybody and welcome to the iFunny Truxxin Series Race 2. We are here at Daytona International Speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida. Very fast 2.5 mile super speedway. This usually is a plate track, but in the iFunny Truxxin Series we do not use restrictor plates, so we will be seeing speeds close to 200 miles an hour. Let's go to your Chevy on track. Of course, the pink truck, like always, crosses the line for the beginning of the 2 laps of qualifying. Heads down into turn 1, really close to that wall, and then arcs it down into the corner, following that green line, which of course is the preferred line. Don't mind that truck there. Goes back up to the wall, down the backstretch. Of course, being close to the wall at super speedways is the fastest way around on the straightaways. And then on the bottom lane here, through 3 and 4, of course, the bottom lane is the fastest lane. I hope everybody is having a great day today. I am recording this on Sunday. Today is Homestead, Jeff Gordon's final race. Hopefully this race will go up later on today. Backstretch grandstands there, looking great as always. The shame Daytona is getting rid of them. I do want to apologize in advance for the frames. I don't get very great frames at Daytona, but I would also like all of you guys to see all 28 trucks because that's the beauty of plate racing. So I've turned all 28 trucks on, so they won't be disappearing like they were in last race. And he is done with his 2 laps qualifying. Let's take a look at your starting grid here for race 2 at Daytona. In row 1 we have Dick Trickle and Joseph Penn. In row 2 we have Funny Postings Daily and 60 Mate. In row 3 we have Matt Parsons and Everything Left Turns. In row 4 Michael Waltrip and Swindle Deception. And rounding out the top 10 is Brad Smith and Jeff Gordon Mustache. In row 6 is Sean Kennedy and Let's Go Dortmund, our race 1 winner. In row 7 is Kyle Busch and Steven Dunlap. In row 8 is Casey Kane and King Keegan. In row 9 we have Lucas Breck in the 18 and Jack Porkins in the 55. And rounding out the top 20 is Gene Hopkins and Justin Bayou. In row 11 is Phantom AIOI and Tony S14. In row 12 is Andrew Gerjek and Lord Tonyface. And in row 13 we have Grizzly and Carlos Scott. And rounding out the field is Dan Weldon and Adam Nuggets. Field is getting set to roll off here as they begin their trek around this 2.5 mile super speedway. Wonderful looking trucks, all 28 of them, now viewable. No more disappearing cars. Take a look over the facts for this race. 30 laps, all 28 trucks, and we are at Daytona. Take a look at our onboard cameras here. We are on board the 18 of Lucas Brack. The 22 of Let's Go Dortmund, our race 1 winner. The 17 of Funny Postings Daily. And a look back from our pole sitter, Dick Trickle. as the field rounds turn 3 and 4. I'd like to say a quick thank you to Jeff Gordon for all the memories. Today is his final race. But this is the iFunny Truxxin series. Race 2. Pace car's getting set to pull off here. We are about ready to go green. Pace car's off. Green flag in the air here at Daytona International Speedway. Dick Trickle already making a move up to the top lane. Funny Postings Daily is now on that bottom. Bottom lane is going to be the lane to beat here today. Matt Parsons now the leader of the inside lane. They are 3 wide with 60-mate. Everything left turns and swindle deception there, heading into 3. Funny Postings Daily drops down to block the 7. That bottom lane. Now him and everything left turns move up and block Dick Trickle in that top lane. Michael Waltrip now the leader of the middle lane as they head into 2. Brad Smith is your leader down the backstretch. Casey Kane, leader of that middle lane. They are 3 wide from about 4th back. 3 wide racing at Daytona doesn't get any better. On board the 17 of Funny Postings Daily, right behind Michael Waltrip on the outside lane. Look from Dick Trickle, who is now behind everything left turns. Three wide for all the rows. Sorry if this is a little awkward. Not that great of a commentator. But you guys want a commentary, so I will be commentating these races, and a few of my friends will also be commentating. Gene Hopkins leads that lap by about 2 truck lengths as he heads up to the top lane to block Andrew Gerjek. Now he drops down to the bottom to block Adam Nuggets in that 90 truck, who started last and he is now in 2nd. They are still 3 abreast as they head down the backstretch here at Daytona. Keen leading that bottom lane. Gene Hopkins leading the top. Adam Nuggets in the middle. Gene Hopkins and Carlos Scott now drop down to the middle lane. Three wide as they cross the line there. Three wide as they're heading through 1 and 2. Tony S14 out front. We will be back from Daytona.
Jeff Gordon looking for a storybook game, and this win's gonna punch his ticket to the championship board. Everyone in the cold to the final wall, to the final wall. Everyone has to fall at the final wall, at the final wall. Yeah, we're gonna host it.
Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway as the field is rounding turns 3 and 4, and there's a big wreck back in the pack. About 7 or 8 cars involved. including the 13 of Sean Kennedy, the 76 of Phantom AIOI, 25 of Dick Trickle, 7 of Everything Left Turns, and the 9 of Brad Smith also involved. Of course, Dick Trickle, the 55 of Jack Porkins, and the 56 of Michael Waltrip. While we were away, Stephen Dunlap took over the lead. He is now our current race leader. We are under caution. Take a look at what happened here. Fields in 3 and 4. They are 4 wide as Swindle Deception and Lucas Brack. And they just touch and gather the whole field behind them. Some of those guys can probably just put some bear bond on it. We've got another look here. Phantom AIOI hit the wall really hard there. Not sure if he will continue. Right on board with the 18 of Lucas Brack. He is now 4 wide with Swindle Deception, and Swindle just comes up and wrecks them all. On board with Funny Postings Daily here. All the destruction behind them. Four wide at Daytona hardly works. And that is why. Some big hits for some of these guys. But it's only race 2. Still 18 races left to go. These guys can always get out of a points deficit. Still very early in the season. Stephen Dunlap, as mentioned, is now your current race leader. He will begin to lead the field down pit road. Stephen Dunlap pulls into his pit here. Looks like he wet 2 tires and a full can of Sunoco race fuel. The 11 of 60 mate also in front of him. He now pulls out. 03 of Matt Parsons also pulling out of his pit. Some congestion there. Everything is all sorted out. We will be coming back to green when we come back from this commercial break.
Grand Prix world champion in triathletes, I know how important it is to stretch before any competition.
I also know it's important to stretch. Mobil 1's advanced technology lubricates our engines.
Yes, that is true.
And my joints.
Oh my word.
Soda cookies. You want one, Jensen?
Stephen Dunlap leading the field back to green here. Single file restarts in the iFunny Truxxin series. We are now on lap 10. The 06 of Stephen Dunlap will lead them into turn 1. 77 of Dan Weldon below him. Some help coming to him on that bottom lane. Bottom lane again is the lane to beat here, but of course 3 wide, 30 laps. Gonna be an exciting race. Casey Kane now making a run on the bottom. He clears Dan Weldon by about 2 truck lengths. Getting a big shove from Jeff Gordon Mustache. He moves up to the high lane. And now to the middle as they cross the stripe here on lap 11. Lord Tonyface now going to lead them off of 2. Cars are still getting sorted out here. Back to 3 wide racing here at Daytona. Justin Bayou now coming up the middle. Adam Nuggets on the bottom. Carlos Scott on the top. They head into 1. You can really see here the power of that bottom lane. They have now cleared both lanes by 3 truck lengths coming off of turn 2. That is a huge advantage. We might see that come into play on the final lap here. Swindle Deception moves up behind Adam Nuggets. Side by side is King Kian and Adam Nuggets at that lap. Lap is credited to Adam Nuggets. Get a bonus point. Look at some of these lapped cars here involved in that lap 7 wreck. They've been separated from the pack. King Kian is leading the field here at Daytona. We will be back from this quick commercial break.
Well, Nate, they're trying to make the most of a frustrating day. No! Drift! We can just quit now. Enough of that garbage. Absolutely terrible. Hey, let's go. Hesitate. We can lose. I'm going to try to get you going just a little bit. You do your job, I'll do mine, okay? Shake it off here, pull your belt tight. Go, 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 go. Tony? How you feeling, bud? I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a coat. I'd like to teach the world to sing.
Green flag pit stops underway here, lap 21. This race has been shortened for time constraints. You can see the field now pulling off of pit road. We are still under green, 3 wide there. Justin Bayou was first on pit lane and he will be first off. 0-5. Andrew Gerjeks decided to stay out one more lap. Get that oh so wonderful bonus point for leading a lap in the Truxxin series. Now the pack is all back together. As we take a look at Matt Parsons here, heading off at 2. We're now catching up to the 3 of Justin Bayou and the 19 of Gene Hopkins. Current leaders who are out front, they have now caught back up to them. Matt Parsons on the outside, Dan Weldon on the inside. Matt Parsons will lead this lap. They head through 2 here on lap 23 and off of 2. They are 2 wide, some shuffling for positions going on. Here's a second pack of cars, lead lap cars. They just got separated from the lead pack during green flag pit stops. 3 wide is the lead pack right now of about 9 cars. Matt Parsons still out front getting a shove from King Key and Jeff Gordon Mustache. Some smoke there. From what, I do not know. You're hearing it's from a vehicle that blown their engine. Truxxin officials are seeing if there is oil on the track. And there is, so we are going to go. So now we are under caution here for oil. So that will bunch the field up, and that will set us up for a green-white checkered finish. Matt Parsons is your current leader. We will be back after this quick commercial break from Daytona International Speedway.
One of the things I love about Bass Pro is they have 3 great ways to shop.
You can head into one of their awesome stores, visit BassPro.com, or get great gear from that catalog Johnny Morris sends out. Hi, here's your package. Bass Pro Shops, where commitment, passion, and the great outdoors all come together.
Why would you shop anywhere else?
Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway here for the iFunny Truxxin Series Race 2. I am surprised I said that without stuttering. We're getting ready to go back green as the pace truck pulls off. Matt Parsons, your current leader. Green flag in the air here at Daytona. Green, white checkered, 2 laps to go. Justin Bayou trying to get a lane formed on the bottom. Gene Hopkins and King Kean will drop in behind him, as well as the rest of the pack. Matt Parsons currently trying to stay out front of the pack, but looks like Justin Bayou, we are now on board with the 22 of Let's Go Dortmund. He heads through 3 and 4. Looking for the white flag coming out of turn 4 here. White flag's in the air. 1 more lap to go at Daytona. Justin Bayou, your current leader. He is on the outside. Gene Hopkins now in the middle. Dan Weldon making a move on the bottom. He started second to last. He can have a chance to win it. Casey Kane giving Dan Weldon a push. Now he moves up to the top. Casey Kane blocking 2 lanes. 60 Mate now the leader of that bottom lane. So they head into 3. Dan Weldon drops down to the bottom to block all 3 lanes of traffic. Coming off of 4, one more time. Dan Weldon, your current leader, being pushed by 60 Mate. Kyle Busch making a run. It's not going to be enough. Dan Weldon is your race 2 winner. What an incredible race and an amazing finish. 3 wide there at the line. Congratulations to Dan Weldon on winning race 2. He will now do his burnouts here. At Daytona, very tricky to do burnouts here because of the 18-degree banked tri-oval. Seems to be doing quite a good job. He will join Let's Go Dortmund in Season 1 winner. He will join Let's Go Dortmund in that group of winners so far. Take a look at your final standings here. Dan Welding in first, 60 Mate gets credit with second, Kyle Busch with third, Carlos Scott and Tony S14 rounding out your top 5. And look at your current point standings. Dan Weldon with this win, he had a great he had a great run at Charlotte. So now he is number 1. Let's Go Dortmund. Also won race 1. Full results will be posted to the Truxxin website and to iFunny. Be sure you stay there. Have a good day.